What's going on, boys? My name is Sid, and I'm trying to record, and there's that above my head right now, and I've just started recording, and what the? I need some water. What the? Well, you're gonna see it on screen in a second. Okay. In fact, I'm so flabbergasted. I've already spoiled the. How am I gonna build up in this video? I've already spoiled that it's this car. This is the car. But. What? That.
On the real, appreciate the content. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. What the fuck? That's such a. I'm trying to record here. Danimal the Manimal, thank you for the 10 gifted members. Chill out. What is going on? Okay, right. So, what I want to talk about in this video, is what's going on, boys. My name is Sid. Welcome back. And today, I'm going to be trying to focus and talking about how you can no longer buy one of the best hypercars in the spec. Congratulations, Busser King, Mush, Caleb, Mint Motel, Alfie McClever, Yatherson, and Joe Mama, Delta Squad, Mr. Hellwolf, Kamikaze for the 10 the gifted members. Crazy. But there may be a question you might have. Chill. Why is chat not chilling? That's the question. See, if you've missed a few videos here and there on the SidWaj channel, but have still watched some, you may be thinking, wait a minute, Sid, isn't the Chiron 300 Plus the best hypercar in the spec? And you would be right, yes. Even though I'm crashing into cars, you would be right in saying the Chiron 300 Plus is the best hypercar in the spec. So, because I have said many times that the Chiron 300 Plus is the best, and if you missed videos about the Tempesta, you may be thinking, yes, the Tempesta is the best, but there's a catch. Although the Chiron 300 Plus is best for most races, especially the longer races, especially the straight races, there's a bit of a catch. And thanks to hitting the member goal, I'm gonna be talking about that catch while doing Latrell's Car Part 1. See, stuff like this is the stuff you're missing out on if you don't check out the live streams. Turn on notifications if you want to be up to date with when I'm live. See, insanely cool stuff like this go down, and see, when member goals are met, we have to do certain races in certain cars. And today, we're going to do it in the Tempesta. Yes, a catch. Yeah, OMG catch. No, yes, there is a catch, unfortunately. See, so now we're going to be doing Latrell's Car Part 1 and 2 for the member goals, but I want to talk about the Tempesta. So where the catch is with this car is that this thing, for one, it is only better in turning races. So we're talking White Rock Hills. We're talking Bronx, I guess Road to New Orleans, but maybe not. We're talking Hollywood and other races like that. The real tourney races in the game. Unfortunately, not really a race like this, which is the race we're doing right now, but no, not a race like this one. And while chat gives so much love to, again, the two crazy people in the goddamn stream, do head down there, subscribe with notifications on and whatnot, just in general, right? But we have something major to talk about, and let me know in the comments of this video what you boys think of this specific situation. And let me know in the stream chat, you guys let me know as well. So if you didn't know, let me give you a bit of backstory on the Tempesta. One, it's a creators car, and what creators means is that it was custom designed for the crew too, meaning they went out, got some, like, actual real professional designer. The professional designer sat down and made this car. He fully crafted this vehicle from scratch. It'll be based on stuff. We've had stuff similar. The KS Mass Leader was designed by a guy called Kazil Salim, a decently popular Instagram renderer, car designer. And the same thing with the Tempesta. Eventually, we should, if we haven't already, be getting a video about, oh no, we probably did, because this was last update, a video about what this is based on and what it was made for, etc. But the main thing of this car, Wise Effect, thank you for the sub on Twitch, the sub at tier 1. They do this once every update. One car in the second episode will always be a custom made car, And this one was the one for the Into the Storm and Blizzard Rush updates. The Blizzard Rush being the snow underground races, and Into the Storm being the more sandstorm-based ones. This was the tier 37 and was free. So, yeah, you could, for a certain amount of time, which is kind of the issue now, get the best, one of the best cars in Hypercar. You were able to get it for free no less than 2 months ago. So I suppose it's slightly good that it's very recent, right? So most of the people who are playing currently hopefully should have this car, right? Some might have missed out on it, some might have taken a break, some might not have been playing the game at that time, and some might be new to the game. You gotta remember, look around sometimes. Look at how many popular ranks there'll be. Look how many rookie ranks you'll see in just like 1 week of the Crew 2. There's many new players all the time, and a lot of those new players aren't gonna have the best car in Hypercar anymore for certain races because, well, can't get it anymore, and that's the issue. This is one of the best Hypercars in the spec. If you don't own this thing, you cannot get a, well, compete to the level of any times in Bronx, in White Rock Hills, in Hollywood, in Maine Highlands. There are so many races that you now have no shot in if you don't own this car. And yes, if you own the car, great. Now you do have a shot in those races. But if you don't, well, you're kind of screwed, basically. I suppose I will flex such a thing by going into beating Latrell after this one. I own it and I like it. I kind of understand it, but I hope they will put it in again. I played at 2019, and 2019 came back. Kind of annoying that you can't get it anymore. And technically speaking, now that I think about it, now we don't know what's gonna go on with we don't know what's gonna go on with the Crew Motorfest. But if they continue bringing back these cars into the Crew 2, well, what that means is technically you will be able to buy this car with bucks in 2 years. So, if you're a player who didn't get this car and wants to have a fighting chance in a race like White Rock Hills or any of those, you could just wait 2 years and then buy it with bucks. Again, this isn't a pay-to-win issue. I want to clarify. This is not a pay-to-win issue. Not only is the Motor Pass now for bucks, right? You can pay $3 mil and you get the Motor Pass. Not only that, but this car was free. It's not a pay-to-win issue, it's a time lock issue. Now we're getting to the end of this race. Let's head over. Now we've won the Rugera for Latrell. Let's head over and beat Latrell. Okay, so here's my thinking on whether this gets patched or not. Now we're about to... Oh, I didn't have my controller in my hand properly. Here's my thinking. Because recently I did do a video on a pay-to-win being removed. But this isn't a pay-to-win. This is a time lock win. Right? Time lock to win. Time gated? Is that what that's called? I think it's called time gated, right? So technically it's not as bad. But you can see the pay-to-win in motocross, that took them 2 years to remove. And this one has only just come into the game, and it's not a pay-to-win, but it's Hypercar, which is a much more popular spec. But then again, to play devil's advocate for both sides really, the Bugatti Devo Emerald Edition and Magma Edition, you may know those two names. If you've been playing the game only for less than a year, you may not know those names as well as some of us know those names. Because those were the names of the two best hypercars in the spec for a very, very long time. But those two were two summit cars. They were iconic, but people hated it because they were summit cars that were the best in Hypercar. And even though Hypercar is an incredibly popular spec, even though you didn't have a fighting chance if you didn't have the Devo, Emerald, or Magma, except for the La Voiture Noir, which thankfully they added that eventually. But if you didn't have the magma, you didn't have a fighting chance. The car released twice, but not for a very long time. Not for a very long time. And they didn't patch that. They did not change that once. So, my prediction is, with how close the Crew Motorfest is, with how this isn't the overall best, just the turning race best, which, if anything, is worse, because, like, surely those are the more commonly played hypercar races, and the fact that the Magma and Emerald were meta for so long, and so many things playing into it, I reckon they won't patch this car, which I guess I did make a video saying, hey, you guys should buy this car. So I did my best, okay? I did my best. I did my best. If you weren't watching the SidWaj channel at the time, shame on you. And we're at the end of that, and Jesus Christ, we just got to the end, and there's another 5 members. Chill. Danimal the Manimal, thank you so much for another 5 members. What are you doing? Jesus, chill. I can't believe we pulled it off either. Congrats, Bled, Max, Quandel, Singles, Pigeon, Nate, Log VR, and is that all 5? Yes, it is. Congrats on you guys for getting lucky with the member. Jesus Christ, thank you to everyone who watched the video. Like I say, if you want to get a membership, which does get you exclusive content, by the way, if you get a membership. So, join the live streams where people gift members, and then you get those gifted members. Crazy. Join the live streams, check them out. I should be getting more consistent on them. And before Josh goes, I will end this video. Thank you to popular members, all of those popular members. Thank you to famous members. An insane thank you to star members, Danimal the Manimal, TK Troller, and Grim Pepper. And an insane thank you to Icon members, Chim Charming, Lewis, and Void. That's going to be about it for the video, but I'm going to keep streaming in a bit to the video viewers.